Eddie Skoller med sitt enmansband, fast han hade ju förstärkning av husbandet som ni märkte kanske. Han kommer tillbaka för den delen. Nu har jag fått ett väldigt trevligt besök här bredvid mig. Det är nämligen ingen mindre än... What's your name?
Rupert Hine.
Rupert Hine! Och den kortaste och enklaste förklaringen vem den här mannen är, den ska han få göra själv. Det är det längsta och krångligaste ordet som finns i världen, för den finns med i Guinness rekordbok. I'm going to ask you a question which has been asked many times before, but let's do it so we have it overdone with. What was the word in The Lone Ranger?
I have a sneaky suspicion you're referring to a small place.
Is that okay if we... Yeah.
One of my very own. A small place in New Zealand, yeah? In St. John's Island. Well, the place is called Taumata Wakatangi Hangi Kueuo Tamataya Turi Pukaka Piki Monga Horonuku Paka Wana Wakatana Tahu Tangani Wayakatu Wakawa Miki Tora. It's one breath, I'm afraid.
Ja, det här tycker jag inte översätta, som ni säkert förstår. Det finns så vitt jag vet bara en diskjockey i England som kan det här ordet. There's just one DJ in the UK who can pronounce this word, I guess. So let's leave it for this.
There is. Kenny Everett.
Yeah, well, that was the Lone Ranger many years ago. We're not going to talk too much history, though, but I must tell the audience that you have cut 45 records as a producer. And some people might call you a traveling producer, but you are also playing. Let's talk about your gear upstairs, up here on the stage. What have you brought with you?
Well, it's a strange assemblage. We're trying to duplicate on stage what takes some considerable time to do in the studio by virtue of using equipment that is very much what I call process sound. That's that I record sounds from the real world, shall we say, non-musical sounds, like anything from a baby's cry to the sound of wind or a seagull or whatever. And we trap it in a little digital device, find the note in that sound, connect it to a keyboard, and to cut the story short, it then enables you to play the sound of that originally natural noise. So we're not really limiting ourselves by electronics or even instruments. But to duplicate that here, we're having to bring in the help of a computer who we hope will not behave dishonorably tonight. But we'll see.
I'm going to translate that very shortly. Det är alltså så att till skillnad mot Depeche Mode, vi har alltså två motsatser här. Depeche Mode spelade på det ni såg förut och hörde också, hoppas jag. I det här fallet så handlar det om att ta naturljud, till exempel en bebis som gråter, en fågel som skriker, ett tågljud, kanske lite åska, och sen via några tekniska underverk transformera det här till toner. Så det rör sig alltså om naturtoner från början som man sen via en massa apparater kan spela på. Och det är det som vi pratar om här just nu. And then you're making films too, videos, very interested in pictures.
We started doing my own videos for my own album, and since then we've decided to do videos for other groups. It starts really with the ones that I actually produce. But we've got the first sort of inquiry now to do a video for someone that I haven't produced, but simply wants me to direct and produce it, along with Jeanette Obstoy, who writes the lyrics on the albums.
Any secrets about the forthcoming album with the Ultravox? Jag frågar om Rupert vill avslöja några hemligheter om Ultravox kommande platta eftersom han producerar den. Any secrets about the record?
Which one?
Ultravox.
Oh, well, I don't think we're allowed to talk about that yet.
Okay, but perhaps we'll hear something from your forthcoming album right now, will we?
Yeah, indeed. Well, I'm told it comes out here tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know if this microphone works.
I'm told it comes out here tomorrow. So,
that was that. What are we going to hear?
Well, I'm going to start with the song from the first album.
Which is called?
I Hang On To My Vertigo.
Hang On To My Vertigo. Det är den vi har väntat på. On stage, Rupert Hine.
Bad mind, privately found Last release I know, some way to let go. I hang on to my vertigo. I hang on to my vertigo. I hang on. A slow death ahead is a sad slide, perfectly formed to feel a fall like lead. A balcony for my bed. I hang on to my vertigo. I hang on to my vertigo. I hang spinning along. I look down. I'm on shy on the skyline. Hiding at home, don't you feel low? Wasting your breath and your friend's time. Oh, I want to be alone. Me on a high wire. Oh, I want to be alone. Me on a high wire. A cat on the ledge with a bad sign, secretly dead. It's good to look down, a one-way view, and so I hang on to my vertigo. I hang on to my vertigo. I hang spinning along. I look down. I'm on shy on the skyline. Hiding at home, don't you feel low? Wasting your breath and your friend's time. Oh, I want to be alone. Me on a high wire. Oh, I want to be alone. Me on a high wire. I'm over your head.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
The second song is from the Waving Not Drowning album. It's called The Curious Kind. Through the eye of a needle we will travel. On the back of a snowflake, rest our minds as they unravel. I'd like to invite a certain Phil Collins to come on the stage with me. He's here tonight. He played on the album. Phil. They're bringing you the percussion, Phil. There's a negotiation going on, okay? Now, Phil is being set up right now, honestly, and that's the title of the tune. Set up! Set up for the sake of a comfortable home. Too young to take control. Mother's little weapon for when father broke the rules. He never wanted her or me, he just wanted to be free. There's a risk and a twist, and all this from the fill you missed 9 minutes on the day you were hit. Set up for the sake of a comfortable home. Set up, born into a world where I had no control. One set up, lead to another. Two set up, to lie to each other. One set up, leads to another. One and two set up, to lie to each other. Sorry, Phil. And it's all been a frame. I've got to change my appearance and get rid of their name. They did it with mirrors. They did it without pain. I was set up and held up and stuffed in a cage. Don't get up and say it was some other mother. I'm sure enough it was you that planted me. Is there anyone out there who can change this atmosphere? And it's a setup to a world where I had no control. Set up every opportunity to make me like them. One set up leads to another. Two set up to lie to each other. One set up leads to another. One and two set up to lie to each other. They did it with teachers. They did it with mirrors. They did it without pain. They couldn't think of a number, so they gave me a name. One more time. Set up for the sake of a comfortable home. Set up, born into a world where I had no control. One set up leads to another. Two set up to lie to each other. One set up leads to another. One and two set up to lie to each other. One set up leads to another. One and two set up to lie to each other. Oh, they did it with kindness. They did it without pain. They did it with Kevin Race. They did it with Phil Collins. They did it with Jeffrey Richardson. They did it with us all. They did it, they're still doing it, they're doing it to you. They're still doing it, they're still doing it to you. They're still doing it, they're still doing it to you. Thank you. Phil Collins. A brave man.
Tack till Rupert Hine. Och Phil Collins, det är klart. Och nu medan de byter